man. Have a seat.
No, I'll prefer to stand. What's up?
This whole situation, dude. My life is it's going down the drain right now, man. I can't take it here. Like, I can't stand it. I have to leave. I have to go somewhere else. Anywhere but here.
Like where? Where else is there to go to? Not much out there. You have nothing but your parents.
My parents. They're having parents. I'd rather be anywhere else than here right now.
Yeah, I hear you. There's not much out there. Parents can be a real pain. They don't understand what we're going through in this world. In our minds and our heads.
You don't understand, man. I can make it out there. Do you know what it feels like to come home with your father being drunk all the time? Your mother being high all the time? I'd rather live out there like a damn animal. Be away from all this crap. All these drugs, all these alcohol. You think animals get drunk? You think animals do drugs? No.
No. Animals don't do drugs. Don't get drunk. People do. Just people, human beings, who are weak inside and insecure about themselves. But that's not your fault. That's not your problem. Your problem is your own life. And what are you going to do about it?
I can live like a rebel out there, man. You don't understand. I can make it. Like I said, I don't need that shit in there. I don't need it.
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about living out there like a rebel. All I know is that you're just sitting here on your ass, just talking shit.
You don't believe me? You don't believe that I'll leave this place right now?
No, I do not believe you.
I've had it with this shit, man. I'm done.
Where do you think you're going? I'm not gonna stop you.
Can I have this light on?
Sure, good. Here, go on, put both on. So, what's up? Why were you standing there? Seems like a runaway case.
That's exactly it, man. Right in the dot.
So what happened? Shit at home, parents, mom, dad.
Yep, everything right on the money, man. The whole situation just screwed up.
Oh, elaborate.
I'd rather be out here, a free soul, living in the world.
Free.
So funny.
Do you know what free means in this country?
Not really.
It means being shackled to debt, to money. It means working your ass off 50 hours a week just to make a living. You don't know anything about free. What, you think you're some hotshot running away from home? You think you got a chip on your shoulder because you've experienced some bad shit with your parents? Well, I asked you a question. Can't answer it? Are you unable to or unwilling to?
I don't want to talk about it, man. Just drive, please.
To get to the core of the problem, you have to talk about it. That's part of being growing up. That's part of being an adult. It's addressing your concerns. It's addressing the concerns that are plaguing you head on. Even if that means talking to a total stranger.
It's like you know anything about problems, man.
Let me tell you, I ran away from home once. Actually, I'm gonna park, so it'll be easier. I ran away from home once, right? But that was being a dick. Didn't really have a mom, so I only really had him to rely on. Let me tell you, it was the worst mistake of my life. I didn't have any food. I didn't have any shelter. I literally had to ask for alms. You know what alms are? It's begging. I had to beg. My friends had to lend me blankets so I could sleep at least somewhat warm in the night. Man, fuck this parking. Goddamn people. I didn't have any food. I would literally go days without eating anything. Maybe someone would give me a scrap of food from the restaurant, from the fucking back of the restaurant. Maybe a friend or two would buy me a cereal box that had the money that their parents gave to them.
I'd rather live like that than go through another minute of what my parents did. Every day was hell for me.
And every day was hell for me. That went on for 3 years. I was jumped. I was shot at. I was stabbed. I saw people die. I've almost killed people. I've almost been killed myself. Do you really want that kind of life? You, a sheltered child, a sheltered brat? You don't have what it takes. See, I've lived that life. I have a child myself. I make sure he's well taken care of. He's well fed. He's well clothed. Better life than me.
And who the hell are you? You don't even know me.
And you don't know me. And yet, I still picked you up. Because sometimes the only kindness you can receive is from strangers. Do you really want to live that kind of life? Did you really think this? Did you really think this through? Your parents are fucked up. What? Your dad must be a drunk and your mom's probably high. Your dad probably beats your mom every day, huh? But you still have food. You still have shelter. You still have something to go to. You still have a place called home. See, I never had a home. People would always shun me. Always turn me away from their doorstep. It was terrible. Not eating. Literally killing street rats and roasting them. Just to get food. Just to get by. Just to survive. That's what poverty is. Living on the street. And that's what you want to do. You want to live like a gutter rat. Do you really want that? For yourself? For your future? No one hires you when you're a street rat. You won't even go to school. What, you think you can get some kind of fucking high school diploma? Off on the street? Kids like you die every day. Cause you have a chip on your shoulder. Cause you think you're some kind of rebel. This isn't fucking Star Wars where the good guys win. A real rebel dies on the street. Cause some junkie decided to stab him in the back because he thought it was some kind of fucking guy who took his drugs. You don't know anything about the world. You don't know anything about the streets. It's kids like you who throw their lives away, who could become so much more. If they just was patient. They just waited it out. Your parents are fucked up. Yeah, but at least you have something. Which is more than, like I say, for the people who went your route.
I can't go back to them, though. I can't go back to that life. It's too much.
You may as well. How old are you? 17? 16?
Yeah, 17.
You got one more year left. One more year. I bet you have one more year of high school. Finish your high school, get a high school diploma, then find a job. See, when you're on a fucking street, it's going to be hard for you to complete school. If you can't complete school, you won't have a diploma. If you won't have a diploma, you're going to be turned away from every fucking business. From here to Tokyo. You won't have a job. You'll die starving because of this stupid decision you want to run away. It's hard out there. It's hard out here. See, I've lived that life. And which is a life I don't want for my child. It's terrible. It's bad. I've seen some fucked up shit. Shit that people shouldn't be seeing. In your generation, you guys aren't ready for that. Your minds will break. You could just finish high school, stay there for 1 year. At least you'll have a place, home, shelter, food, whatever. And then when you're 18, get a high school diploma. Hit me up sometime. I'll help you find a fucking job to get out of there. Just don't do this. I'm telling you from personal experience.
I'm living in the now. I'm not thinking about...
Which is the problem. Your generation thinks in the now. You're not preparing yourselves for the future. Which is what you should be. You don't want this kind of life, right? You want to live with shitty parents. Do you want kids?
Yeah.
How are you going to have kids if you're going to die out in the street? Food, because you had no food. Because you didn't have any money because you didn't have a job to buy food. Dying from the cold because you didn't have money to buy clothes. No shelter. And it's all because you didn't have a high school diploma, which you could have easily finished within 1 year. You have a long life ahead of you. Don't fuck it up by making a stupid decision now. Let me tell you advice from a somewhat old man. Prepare for the future by doing what is right in the present. If you're gonna have kids, just don't be like your parents. I bet your dad did the same thing you did. I bet your mom did the same thing you did. Ran away from home. That's why they're fucked up. They probably got their addictions out on the street. If you're gonna have kids and you wanna be like them, don't be like them. Go to high school, maybe even go to college. Just don't do this.
You're right.
It's not worth it being a rebel. A rebel isn't going to pay the bills. A rebel's not going to get you food. These clothes are going to last you for what? 3-4 months? At best? What is the... Are you going to put on a sign on your back? $10 per fuck? To get some kind of money? Run away now. It's suicide. A little pain for great gain. It's what's gonna be. I could take you wherever you want, or I could take you home. Yeah, you could live on the street, like I did. But I was lucky. I was one of the few that survived. There's no sense in dying for something that you could just wait it out. And then live a life, long-filled life, full of joy and all that other shit you guys want to do. Or you could kill yourself. Go on the street, beg for money, have people kick you down, shove you, turn you away. It's a bad feeling. Your choice. What's it gonna be?
Take me home.
Where you live?
It's a couple miles away.
Mind if I turn up the light? It's kind of distracting.
Yeah.
You mean no? That's what a high school education will get you. You learn how to properly speak.